Welcome back to another pure, cold-pressed, unfiltered episode of BaKChat.
Don't forget organic.
No, it's not really that organic. There's a lot of additives on us. Hi, Krista.
But the comedy and the quality is organic.
And the chemistry is
chemistry.
You know what?
This is organic chemistry.
We have PhDs in organic chemistry.
That's true.
We
have a lot of PhDs.
We do, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie about it.
You know what, though? That's a lot of work when you establish a university.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're the dean. We're the, chancellor.
The chancellor.
We're the janitor.
We're the board. We are
everything.
We're tenured professors.
Oh yeah.
We're and students.
We're assistant professors.
Yeah.
We do a lot.
We're kind of a really beautiful life example of when, the teacher becomes the student. Or vice versa. No, actually, no. I guess both.
Both. I don't even know. I can't. My brain's not
I have
working.
no idea.
We've been doing too many PhD things today.
True. And so, did you recover okay from our Christmas episode?
I did. Eventually, it took some time. I hope everyone listening has also recovered, or if you haven't had a listen, don't.
Yeah, maybe just skip that one.
Skip that one. No, it actually really was quite funny. I was kind of dying. But you know what? It's our holiday. It's our, what do you call it? It's our tradition.
It's annual holiday tradition.
It's
and
our tradition.
We love us a good tradition.
We do.
We absolutely love them.
So, yeah. We loved it. We recovered. We made our way.
We made our way.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Made our way back
Walking
to
fast.
Where we are now, which is like closer to V-Day.
Yeah.
And my birthday.
And your birthday is coming up.
Little love baby.
Yeah.
Right before Valentine.
This is kind of my favorite. I met someone else actually the other day with the same birthday as you. That when I wrote it down, I'm like, oh, it's Krista's birthday too.
I actually, on New Year's Eve, my sister brought a couple of friends over. We just had like a little pajama party on New Year's Eve. So everyone wore their pajamas, like fancy pajamas, silk pajamas.
I love this.
And we just played games and it was actually really fun. And everyone was out the door by 1:30.
The best.
It was really
that
really
sounds
great.
the dream New Year's.
It really was. I accidentally did a little bit too much of my microdose, but it was good.
Okay.
I had a couple moments where I was like,
So it went from micro to recreational.
It was, it's like an LSD microdose that people use for depression. And so sometimes I use it for just you don't notice it. It's not doing it. So, it's not intense.
Right.
It's just a little background, makes you feel a little bit more,
yeah,
present, especially anyway, whatever. I don't have to get into it. But, anyways, one of the guys who came over, we realized partway through the night that we were the same birthday, or I think maybe a couple days. Anyways, we were like, oh my god, I'm Year of the Horse. What's your birthday? It's February. Oh my god, mine is February.
You little
what day?
You little aquas.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. I know.
Yeah. Actually,
now I am hot. It is the toddy.
You know who I think has the same birthday as you?
Who?
Melissa.
Oh, really?
I think that's who it is.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
I didn't know she was an aqua until we were talking recently.
I see it.
Yeah, right?
I see it, I feel it.
1,000%.
Yeah.
That's what I told her. As soon as I said that, I'm like, aquas and Libras are the best zodiac match. So it explains that we get along.
Yeah. It's and I'm also a Libra moon.
Yeah, you're just the dream combo of birth charts.
I'm wearing my Libra necklace today.
I love it.
Because I love to wear my Libra necklace when I'm seeing my Libras.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
so I wore it.
That was just for this little Libra over here.
It's just for you.
I love it. I love it.
Libras. Now I did just mention the hot toddy that I'm drinking.
The hot toddy, the hottest of toddies.
The hot flu toddy.
The hot flu toddy, yeah.
And it's actually really good.
It's super good. It is
Palenkovac?
Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it.
I like that pronunciation, so I'm going to stick to it.
And they're going to kind of be a fake sponsor today, but we'll get into fake sponsors in a moment. But let's talk more about this toddy.
Let's talk about our toddy.
So I got super sick last year around this around this exact time.
Yeah.
And I had my ex at the time got the same bug.
Oh.
As did two other people. We all had the same flu.
Yeah.
I went to London Drugs of all places to get just some cold meds to deal with the symptoms.
Yeah.
And I was standing at the counter at the pharmacy, and behind them I saw these bottles of things. And I
Yeah.
was like,
What the
oh,
hell is that?
what are those bottles? And she's like, oh, this is like another remedy for like, you know, like colds and flus. And I was like, oh, interesting. I was like, how much? And she's like, it's like $19. And it like I could just see this blue, it's like the size of a wine bottle.
Yeah.
Or actually
like
it's a liter.
It's like
a liter. Yeah. And it's in, I believe, Croatian. I believe that's the language that the label is printed in. And so
we don't know for sure, but it does look that way.
Yeah.
And I like that there's a little woman on the front as well.
There is possibly a little Croatian woman.
Wearing a bonnet.
She knows her remedies.
It kind of looks Polish to me, which I guess is very similar.
Yeah.
Any like Croatian and Polish people are like, we're
not
the same.
Now they're so offended. Yeah.
We're never listening to you again.
Now we're gonna be a hate crime. Thanks.
Yeah.
But I like how you keep looking for it. I put it in the fridge.
I was like, where is that? Oh, it's in the fridge. Okay.
I don't know why it's in the fridge though. It doesn't need to go in the fridge.
No, it's
But I buy this. I bring it home along with my other cold meds. She told me to just like make like you would like, you know, a toddy. Like, right. You know, like she's like, yeah, like most mix it within like some warm water. She's like, usually like, you know, just an ounce of it. Like it's very medicinal. And so I make myself a hot drink with it, with lemon and with like some honey and hot water. And I'm drinking it. And I'm like, wow, I feel great. And then I was like, I wonder, I looked closer at the bottle. Strange. And it turns out it's like 28% alcohol.
Yeah.
First of all.
It looks like an alcohol bottle.
Well, now, when I put two and two together, I was like, looked at the price on the receipt. And I'm like, this is literally a cheap bottle of Croatian hooch that they just sold me at the pharmacist sold to me for $19.
I love it.
And I was laughing. But then I got looking it up and I asked my friend Andrea, I told her about it and she like looked it up as well. And she loves, just like you, like, you know, natural remedies and stuff. I love them too, but
it's an herbal blend. It's an herbal tincture. So it's in the alcohol, which is,
And so I learned about them like from you and Andrea are my main teachers about it. And so I love it. And turns out that some of the ingredients, I want to say like lungwort, if this sounds right.
Right.
That's one of the main ingredients in this particular herbal bitter.
Remedy, right.
And so it's extremely good for your respiratory system and your immune system.
Yeah.
I recovered, like, I want to say a week faster.
Really?
Than everyone else.
Well, thank you, Flu Hot Toddy.
I think that has to do with that. And so when I was at London Drugs today, when I had to swing by and we were recording, and you mentioned that your fiance Simon has the flu.
Yeah.
And so I wanted
to... He's my fluance right now.
He's your fluance. And so I wanted to send you home with like some of that. And so I bought it at the pharmacist counter. And oh, by the way, yeah, because I try to switch all of my business to London Drugs now because we don't support the Westons in my home.
Not here. Also, like, I don't know if you've ever like gone into a Shoppers Drug Mart lately, but like, yeah, the prices are just absolutely like stinking ridiculous.
For anybody listening right now, if you need essential groceries and you don't want to support the Weston family, like, which is Loblaws, it's like No Frills, anywhere you can use a PC Optimum card.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
which that program used to be so good because I used to work for Shoppers Drug Mart.
Oh, I did not know this.
I did. I worked in the photo lab. Can you believe?
You must have seen some shit.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. So I used to like sidebar, but so people used to bring in their photos. I was like working in the Shoppers Drug Mart in Tsawwassen, and like sometimes if I really liked a photo, I would print a double and I would take it. So I'm like incriminating myself right now. But there was this older gentleman who came in and he wanted photos scanned and put onto a disc.
Okay.
Like old photos.
Okay.
And one of them was with Marilyn Monroe. And I'm not even joking you.
No way.
Yeah. So I actually did print that for myself.
Okay, this is so
But I
cool.
actually don't even know where that is now. And then there was like, oh my God, and people would like bring in like, you got to like look at everyone, like people would bring in like, they're like sex photos to get printed.
My goodness.
Yeah. So
now, were there ethics around that? Like, were you briefed on like any?
I was like straight out of high school. Like there was like zero accountability. Like, I mean, obviously like there was an expectation, but I certainly wasn't like feeling obligated to it. Not that I was like printing naked photos. I would never do that. But like you are looking and editing the photos before they get printed. So like you have to like color correct because it was on film, right? So it's like you have to process the film, you do the black bag work, you blah blah blah.
That's
like this
so
was when we were doing all that kind of stuff.
I love this.
Yeah, and then so sometimes you'd be like, and then people would come pick it up, and you would just give them that knowing smile, like, I'm very familiar with your vagina.
Here's your doodle pic.
Yeah. Here's your dick pic. Here's your dick pics, babe.
I prefer calling them a doodle pic because then it just makes it even funnier when you receive an unsolicited one.
If you unsolicited doodle pic, aka like some kind of golden doodle.
All of us, if we had $1 for everyone we've been sent, we wouldn't have to work anymore.
Well,
we wouldn't have to bust our asses on this podcast. I'm just kidding. Yeah. But you've probably received plenty.
I've received doodle photographs.
Unsolicited?
A couple times, but honestly, not often.
It takes the power out of it when you write back to an unsolicited one, though, and you're like, oh, cute doodle. Because that's what I do, and it shuts it down immediately. It's maybe
happened to me like twice in my entire life.
Okay, but they were unsolicited.
Yeah, in an unsolicited way, yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not really, because I feel like if a guy, like a straight guy...
Oh, knocking the
down
mic over.
She goes. See, this is why we switched these.
Stand.
I know. Yeah. But I feel like if you're a straight guy and you actually want to like hook up with a woman, then you're probably not going to send her.
You got to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want to see that. It's not going to work in your favor.
No, there's just anybody who's thinking it's a good idea to send a doodle pic.
Because the only doodles that I feel like women who are, into that. The only doodles you really want to see are people that you like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see a random doodle.
No.
Personally, that doesn't turn me on.
Especially because, like, they're usually from really bad angles. Like, most guys, no offense, they're really bad at taking, like, profile pictures for their like, you can see their dirty mirror in the selfie pics.
And you're like, what are you doing?
Or just, like, it's like they're not at, like, there's just so many tips we could give them.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to a doodle pic, they're equally bad angles. The lighting's usually off. It looks veiny and weird and just
it's just like well, and like it's like like they're obviously in the mood for something, so they're not really thinking about like the aesthetics. Whereas but they absolutely should be. Whereas like, and that's the difference where I feel like for like myself, if I've ever sent like a nude, it's always been like, believe me that, like it was like angles, like lighting, like background, setting a scene,
1000%.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like this casual thing where you just like snap and like you've got a nude.
Yeah.
No,
it's just like, it's not a thing. Except I will say, like, it's sometimes fun, like a candid one, where you're not showing everything now. Like, totally. For Halloween, remember I wore that fishnet body stocking, and when I hold on, remember when I first put it on though? Yes. And then I didn't have any underwear on. And I took that picture in the mirror because I thought I need the getting ready. And I looked like I was bleached. I looked like Troye Sivan knockoff working a cash job.
You looked like you belonged in, what was that? The Idol. That movie, or that show, The Idol.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
With Lily Rose Depp and...
I need to write this down because now I need to watch
it. I mean, it wasn't a great show, but like it was like, I mean, like, you could watch it, but it was really weird.
That was
although our fellow Libra Jamie did actually really like that show, so maybe you would like it too.
Oh, you know what? I will check that out.
Yeah.
Speaking of photographs, and well, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. JK, rolling. If you look over there, though, you will see 3 disposable cameras on that box by my mirror. 1, 2, 3. I see them. And so I was going through an old tow, and I have not seen those. Those are from when I was like 21.
Oh my god, and they're undeveloped?
I have no idea what's on them.
Oh, you should go get them developed.
Well, I had to do the math in my head, though, because I was like, if I was like under 18, I'm not taking those in. Because like, who knows what I would have taken a picture of. You know what I mean? And like, how embarrassing. But
no, you should take them in.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm really excited.
Take them in, because who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Also, you're in the city. I was in a small town. I was like, not a small town, but like I was in a town. I was like the only, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I know everybody in the town.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, aren't you like, so-and-so's dad? It was like that.
I asked at London Drugs today, I'm like, how much are they? And she's like, well, how much exposure were they? And I was like, I forgot about everything. Like, you could buy a 25, a 36, like, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that was like, there's so much that we've forgotten.
I know. It's like not even.
But
and you know what? Sometimes they, like, nothing turns out on those disposable cameras.
I love that the disposables are making a comeback, though.
They are.
When my nephew stayed here with his friends for Taylor Swift, one of his friends brought a disposable camera. And they just take the cute, when you have the flash on, especially
they do take cute
outdoor at nighttime,
things,
there's no filter that could replicate that.
Yeah, it is really cute.
They're so great.
We're going to have some of those at my wedding, I think, because I just think it's so cute when there's like pictures. You know?
I mean, I've got some ideas for that if you want to chat about it.
Okay, I love it. Let's talk about it.
It's really fun to like set a challenge for the bride and groom. And so maybe I'll speak to your MCs.
Oh, I love that.
And let them know. But it's like really funny to give them a challenge that they have to, within a time limit, go around to every table and take like a selfie with them. But then also it's really cute to just leave like a disposable camera on every table.
That's what I was thinking.
And then people will just do what they will.
Yeah, like, and take pictures of the eve and whatever, like just have them be available.
I had a friend who did that. Once again, mystery doodle pics showed up. No joke.
Shut up.
I kid you not. As soon as a guy has a camera and some anonymity, they just want to take pictures of their penis.
That is... Part of me like wants that to happen because I just am like, that would be so funny.
Well, it's kind of fun to play Guess the Doodle then, you know?
Well,
and we still haven't fully guessed the doodle.
Yeah, because it could be hard.
It wasn't.
I imagine though, like if you did,
if you
hard.
Like in the photo, it was not. It was a very flaccid doodle.
Good heavens! On that note, Palinkovac.
I have one. I'm self-admittedly here because like I don't have. I'm not on dating apps.
Okay.
I told the universe that like I'm never downloading another one. I think they're a toxic waste of time.
Yeah.
Especially like
I actually don't know that many
community.
people who really use them anymore.
And it's been so refreshing.
Yeah.
To meet men in the wild, and I have had no shortage of meeting.
No, you have
but
not.
I've traditionally never met a guy like in the wild before.
Oh,
I always
like
had
it's
to
almost
like
you opened yourself up to it.
I needed the app to at least bridge the connection so we could meet somewhere. But as soon as I told the universe I was done for the first time in my life. Like, I'm meeting everyone in the wild, and it's so fun.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Aww.
It's adorable, right?
Adorable.
But that being said, I have one doodle pic that I took of myself.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one. And I am biased, of course, because it's mine.
You're like, this is a great
I actually think it's the best one I've ever seen.
I'm like, you're not going to show it to us, are you?
Angle. It's I will. If
we're going to post it on BaKChat.
We will
on our Instagram.
No, I will show it to you right now if you want to. If you want to see it,
you can show me.
Okay, this is a real-time reaction. I cannot. I actually can't fucking believe I'm about to put you through this. But you know what? We're close. We've made the decision to be like best friends, you know, for life a long time ago.
It's true. I'm ready.
I'm not sure if I'm ready. Okay.
Let me take another sip of my Palinkovac.
Yeah, you definitely need to lube yourself up for this one. Socially. And possibly metaphorically. Actually, metaphorically, it might do the work for you, you know. So,
good heavens. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
And albums. And I'm just like sorting through because I have it saved in a very specific album because I never wanted to see the light of day anywhere. Let me guess. Is it the
hidden album?
No, actually, I didn't even know you could do that. Okay. I can't believe I'm about to show you this. Are you okay? Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. And like I said, I'm biased, but
let's see. Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
So thoughts, candid thoughts.
There's highlight. There's shadow. There's nothing terrible in the background. Yeah, this is a great picture. Honestly, that's a great picture. Listen, if I got that from someone I wanted to have sex with, I would be very excited. Okay,
me too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm biased because it's mine. But that's the only one I have.
Oh my God.
And I don't share it lightly.
Let me see it up close.
Oh, okay.
Let me see it up close. Wow, good for you, Brian.
You know, Krista is a fan of it when she has to see it up close.
Wait, let me see that up close. That's a fantastic picture. I have to say, honestly, like,
thank you.
Don't send that out too much because it might make its way because it's a good one.
make its way downtown.
It might make its way downtown.
Yeah, walking past you and stuff.
Well, now everybody knows whether you wanted to or not.
Yeah, everyone knows that Krista.
Brian
agrees.
Has a great doodle.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. That's such a nice compliment.
Great doodle, Brian.
Okay. Is it the nicest doodle pic you've ever seen?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great doodle pick. And
I will take a win when I can take a win.
Like great doodle, but also great angle, great, everything about it was very tasteful.
And like the underwear involved too, like it was kind of like strategic, but cute. Not. You know what I mean?
Is everyone horny?
I took it on a whim. Are you a little moist out there?
How are we all feeling? Do we need a minute?
Do you need a wipe? Are you dripping like a Hanukkah candle?
We're terrible, and
we love it. Though.
I hope everyone's enjoying this.
I love that. Like we start with the best intentions, and it ends with me showing you the only dick pic I have. And
I know. We're so brutal.
But I'm glad it received a high rating.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
So speaking of 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
We often are fake sponsored by things that we love.
Yeah.
So if it's not 10 out of 10, we don't talk about it. If you were fake sponsored by anyone today, who would that be?
Well, so it's funny you ask, because mine is also kind of in the moist category. So I'm like, I guess we're on a theme, which actually we kind of are on a theme. We were like embracing the Valentine's Day theme.
Actually, that's so true.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Dick pics. And my fake sponsor, which is Blush Lingerie.
Okay. Yeah.
Or as I like to say it, Lingerie.
Lingerie.
There was a girl on The Bachelor. Yeah, there was a girl on The Bachelor, for real, who... I love The Bachelor. Not everybody watches it, but me and Shanley watched The Bachelor.
Okay.
That's like our
thing.
Does
Vanessa watch it too?
No.
She doesn't watch The Bachelor?
No.
Okay.
No, she doesn't get it.
Okay.
But anyways, there's this girl who was like calling it lingerie, but like for real.
That's... How could she not
it was
have
so
ever
good.
heard
it was really
the word
good.
lingerie before?
It was really good. So now I call it lingerie.
Oh, that's really
which, by the way, new season just started. So I just watched it on Monday, first episode, which is always like the most cringe and crazy because it's like all the women meeting the guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't watch like, and we'll talk about this later, but like I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but then when I do, I am usually late to the game, but then that's all I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's like last year when I discovered Below Deck, but on a whim, and then one week later, I wanted a T-shirt that said I would go down on Captain Sandy.
Yeah, right.
Like that's how into it.
I know. I love reality TV. It's so fun.
So lingerie reminds me. Have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like, "What's one word you mispronounce that will haunt you for the rest of your life?" Okay,
but go for it.
It's on Instagram Reels sometimes too. And my favorite one I've ever seen was this guy. It was manslaughter was the word, and he was like, "Man's laughter." He's like, "That's my most." I think about this constantly.
Oh my god!
Like, and because in your head,
in the
like
wrong
you read
context?
it, and then like you use it in an actual sentence for the first time verbally if you've never heard it. And all of it, we've all done it.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
It's like the one that haunts you the most. And man's laughter, like I just laugh about that so much.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
Oh.
I feel like there's something that
there was another one that was like there's that saying to each his own.
Oh yeah. And
this girl thought it was like a French phrase, like to each his own.
Oh my god.
So she knows like to each his own. It's so
they're like, why do you suddenly have an accent?
Funny.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Like, yeah, it's so good.
I mean, one I do say, which was a purposeful mispronunciation because Trailer Park Boys said it when he's like, a totoso. Remember when he says a totoso? Instead of I told you so, he's like, fucking a totoso.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate Trailer Park Boys?
I've actually been wanting to rewatch
genius.
it. I've been wanting to rewatch it. It is so freaking funny.
Like that should be our phrase. Like whenever we go, like somewhere, like when we go out for our annual club nights.
Oh yeah,
that's like smokes. Let's go.
Yeah,
like we need to say that to people.
Smokes. Let's go. Yeah, totally, 100%. I know. Fuck, I love Julian. Also, great Halloween costume. Maybe we should like make a note in our phone for next year. We'll be like,
you know that we need to be Trailer Park Boys.
I love it.
Who's your favorite Trailer Park Boys character? I mean, I hate that, like, Mr. Leahy isn't with us anymore.
I know. Yeah, I do love Mr. Leahy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he might be my favorite. Especially as the season progresses, or as the series progresses.
So good.
It's like they just he leaned into that character so
And I love that he didn't even drink.
I know, he was like sober.
That was my favorite thing about it.
Oh my god, it's so good. We should rewatch.
We actually, okay, I'm making
a note to rewatch.
And let's talk more about your lingerie.
Yeah, let's talk about the lingerie. So I just got some for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Got a new fit.
Ooh, I'm liking this.
But yeah, so the blush lingerie.
Crotchless?
It's like half crotchless.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's a half crotchless with a garter belt and like some mesh action.
What color?
Red.
Okay.
With white.
Oh, with white.
It's very classic.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Simon's a fan.
Well,
obviously.
He should be.
This was actually,
you're gonna look great.
This was our little, like, he wanted to, like, pick out lingerie, but I was also like, well, let me help. Because I want to tell you what actually looks good on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So together we picked out this little outfit, and then I threw a couple more things in there.
I love that you picked it out together.
Yeah, it was fun. But
it's so intimate.
It is,
in the best way.
Yeah, totally. And so I found them after I had Rex. So I was like, however much postpartum, and I was like, oh, I want to feel sexy again, you know. Mm-hmm. And it was like my dipping my toe back into that, and that's when I found Blush. But they have like the best stuff. It's like, because I think a lot of times you can get sucked into like those websites like Shein. Yeah. Where it's just like so much garbage, and then like it actually arrives. Like I'll be honest, I have made a Shein order. I've made 2 in my life.
There's no judgment here,
and I will never make another one because it is literal garbage. But this is like a Canadian company. It's woman owned, and
I love it. And what's it called again?
Blush.
Blush.
And like the models, like if you're a girly and you're actually looking for like, you want to see like what do women actually look like in this, where it's like real bodies. Yeah. But it's not real bodies like where everyone's like plus size or whatever. It's like actual, just like real like hot girl bodies.
I love this.
You know what I mean?
I love this.
Do you know what I mean when I'm saying that? You can go to the website if you don't know what I'm talking about. But all their models are like different sizes, different shapes, but not like, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Not to the extreme where it's like, but they do have bigger models like for
body
sure.
Positive,
but sometimes I just want to see someone who's more like in like the actual normal range.
You want to feel like,
and they had show like nipples, like they show you what it actually looks like,
and like real nipples.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. See their real bodies behind the mesh,
and you don't feel bad about having a sandwich.
Yeah, totally. Like and they don't.
Okay, I love them already.
Photoshop, so it's like. The pictures are real, they're raw, like you can see their freckles, you can see the lines, like you can see all those things, and they're and still so gorgeous, and it just like makes you feel good buying the lingerie because you're like you can see yourself in that, because sometimes with like, for instance,
real
the whatever the models, either like the super whatever Victoria's Secret models, or they're so retouched that we forget that like that's not real. Like every woman has stretch marks and cellulite and things like that, and it actually doesn't like ruin your look, you know. Right. So that when you get it, you're like disappointed because you're like, oh, I don't like the way it looks on me or whatever.
And I think those little parts about the body, like you said, like little stretch marks and stuff like that. They're like, to me, like they're attractive. I think so too. They're so intimate, and they're part of like what makes someone like. I'm just thinking in my head
when you fall
in
love with someone and you fall in love with their body for real, it's like you fall in love with all these little details, and sometimes the details that you fall in love the most with can be the person's biggest insecurity.
And that's so poetic, you know. Oh my gosh, you're wooing me. Stop.
We're just wooing each other. We're gonna start making out.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna make out at your wedding.
I love it.
So
we're like, whew. It's getting hot in here.
I was
Do
gonna,
you fall in love with people this way?
I was gonna circle back to so your boobs though. So we've seen each other's everything. Yeah. I think. I'm not sure if I've seen your vagina, but I mean,
probably not.
You know what?
Maybe.
We're still young.
You've probably seen the front.
I think so. Oh yeah, I've never. Yeah,
just the front, not the inside.
Just the front. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've seen. I haven't opened the sandwich.
You haven't opened. Exactly. You haven't seen between the buns.
But like your boobs are like the best I think I've seen.
Really?
Like your nipples are great. Like and if you want evidence of Krista and I like you know, like checking each other's tits out, just it's literally posted on Instagram at Halloween.
Oh, that's right.
It's slow-mo too. Because I was like, oh, like, what did you do with your nipples? And you're like, oh, I did. Like, we did a nip check for each other.
Oh, yeah, the nip check. I know.
You have such great tits.
Well, thank you. I'm a Cancer rising, so that's a very booby placement. Anyone with, like, if you've got, like, Cancer in, like, the Sun or rising in particular, you probably have really good tits.
I love this.
So,
I love it.
Yeah, and I have always really loved my boobs. And then, of course, I nursed 2 babies. And everyone would say, like, oh, my God, I lost my boobs and blah, blah, blah. And, like, on the one hand, I get it because, like, they definitely change. Like, they're smaller now because I'm not breastfeeding anymore. Yeah. They're smaller now. But I'm like, like, I feel like it's not, like, I get it. Like, they definitely do change. But I also just think we're, like, sometimes the way we talk about women's bodies after having a baby, like, it makes it sound way worse than it actually is.
It totally,
you know what I mean?
It
like,
really does.
It
honestly.
really does, and I feel like it's like this weird like misogyny thing that like
it is.
Because it's just
totally
like
is.
weird. Like when I hear women talking about their bodies, I'm like, oh, that's too bad, because I don't feel that way. I actually love my body more now than I've ever loved it in the past, and like I mean like and like in a vain way,
and
like not just like I love my body, which I do because I'm more in touch with it and in tune.
Yeah,
because I had 2 babies and I'm just more know what's going on. But
you can I think that self-love makes you more attractive because of it, though,
right?
Because like you look better than you've ever looked.
Oh my God,
like hands down you do. And I think part of that might be mentally you resonating with it, and it comes outward.
I feel more at home in my body. I think, I mean, than I ever have.
And anyone who wants to check this, like, go on.
If you want to check this,
go to BaKChat podcast on Instagram, and
where you can find both Brian's dick pic and
what? But you can find Krista's. We can find both of our sets of tits.
That's true.
That's true. Our tits are online.
Yeah.
Is that the episode title? Our tits are online?
I'm writing it down. No, you write it down. No, I'll write it down.
You write it down.
Okay.
By the way,
I'm writing it down.
Write this down. So like keeping in tune with the true Valentine's Day fashion, I am going to check out Blush. What's their website again?
Blushlingerie.com, I think, or whatever.
Blushlingerie.com. Okay.
Yeah, Blushlingerie.
Lingerie, if you will.
You can use my code, Our Tits Are Online, for 15% off. I would love if we had a code. We don't have a code.
We might after this. Just to be very frank with you.
We'd be like tits out.
Oh, you know what we need to talk about before I get into my fake sponsor?
Oh, tell me.
The Wild Rose Cleanse. Dr. Terry Willard. We love them.
Oh, yeah.
I have not done it this January yet because I was talking to our momager. And she was like, have you even started the Wild Rose Cleanse yet? And I was like, I actually haven't, because we do it together on BaKChat.
That's true.
And I was like, we need to talk about them first.
True.
So that we can get our hands on, hopefully a little something.
And now that I'm not breastfeeding, I can actually do the Wild Rose Cleanse again.
Yeah.
And I'm actually also going for a colonic soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Have I ever talked about the colonics?
You have. And
they're fantastic. I'm going back. They're fantastic. For like cleansing and detoxing and all that stuff. Yeah.
Love.
I haven't done one in a while, so.
So Wild Rose Cleanse, we love you.
Yeah.
And
we love to shit our pants.
We love to yeah. And we love to shit our pants and jerk off to pictures of Dr. Terry Willard.
Here we go.
To each his own.
To each his own. To each his own.
So, considering the spirit of red, which is the color of the Chinese Communist Party, that's my fake sponsor today.
And also a lucky color, which Gong Hei Fat Choi, because it's fucking
I love it. Actually, it literally is.
Today.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah. So here we go.
This whole thing makes me happy. So, first of all, happy Chinese New Year. You're the snake.
Year of the Snake.
We might get Reputation Taylor's version. And Year of the Snake.
Oh, I could see that.
That shitty little bitch probably timed it out like this. For real.
100%. I can see it.
But there has been, there's been a lot of political showboating around the world, right?
Mm.
And we recently witnessed an election in the U.S. that surprised quite a few people, even though,
I honestly wasn't surprised, if I'm being honest.
Well, it was surprising in the terms of, like, we've both agreed on this podcast that, like, both parties are insufferable.
Yeah. When it comes to politics,
billionaires are not your friends.
No.
They're not. However, so I'm not gonna name any names here, but like the president of the United States currently passed a motion before he got fired by 80 million Americans, like impeached. And it was to be able to ban TikTok and also any app within 90 days.
Wait, did this just happen?
So, no, he passed that like before he was fired by 80 million Americans when he got impeached, like, 4 years ago?
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, did this happen again? Because I don't know.
And then he signed it into action. And then since then, it's came forward and he literally the night before the swearing in, like the day of, is when the TikTok ban, quote unquote, was getting enforced, or just shortly after.
Right.
And it was like, now that I look back, it was such a political stunt, because I was like, you're the one who like pushed this into play. And then other billionaires, like the Meta billionaires and, the app formerly known as Twitter, because I refuse to call it anything else, that billionaire too, lobbied for this legislation because they saw how popular TikTok was and they wanted to buy it. So now TikTok's getting forced, by the way, into a possible private sale to these billionaires. The CEO of TikTok is from Singapore. They were trying to say it's a security risk because it's a Chinese-owned company. And it's really funny to hear, like, Congress, like, grill the CEO of TikTok because they're like, so are you Chinese? And he's like, no, I'm Singaporean. They're like, and they're basically like, no, that is Chinese. And he's like, no, they're very far away from each other. Very far. Could not be more different. Like, right. I'm Singaporean. And so that alone makes me laugh. But they cited it as a security threat. And it's kind of funny because it's sounding like these, like, billionaires that aren't our friends, like, no matter what side of this political spectrum they're on, they're planning to, like, actually go through it and buy it. And so TikTok was counting down to a ban for Americans because it was going to be completely banned. Everyone on TikTok was like, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And then I don't know why, because, like, this particular app is kind of like the Chinese equivalent of, like, Pinterest or Instagram. It's not TikTok-esque, but they've quickly redeveloped it, and it's been amazing. So everyone's like, well, if they're trying to ban a Chinese spy app because of security risks, why don't we download an actual Chinese spy app that's owned by the Chinese?
Oh.
So literally everyone, they're calling themselves TikTok refugees.
Oh.
And everyone has downloaded this app called, like, it's Red Note if you look in the App Store, but it's actually, like, in Mandarin. If you, like, say it out, it actually translates to the Little Red Book. And everyone on TikTok was talking about how they loved their Chinese spy because he knew exactly what they wanted to see. And, like, they were just like, and so now there's memes on and of videos on Red Note of people, like, the Brokeback Mountain scene where the two cowboys, like, hug each other. Yeah. And it's like me reuniting with my Chinese spy. And,
like, my God.
So many fun things. But what's so actually beautiful about this is, like, our governments politically do not get along at all. Mm-hmm. And some people are like, yeah, but, like, the Chinese have a genocide going on. And it's like, yeah, so does fucking Canada. So let's not throw rocks in glass houses, right? However, seeing people interact without political interference as human beings on this app has been probably one of the more inspiring and beautiful moments that I've experienced in recent memory with humans. Because it's like real people in China and real people in primarily the US, like, and nobody's algorithms have been sorted yet. So it's like you've got everyone from hardcore mega supporters all the way up to just, like, you know, the hardcore Dems interacting with real people in China who don't have access to Facebook or they don't have Instagram.
Yeah,
they don't have you know, because the CCP governs things pretty differently.
Yeah.
And so they're all interacting at once, and everyone in China was, like, so welcoming. And they're like, you're not, like, refugees, you're friends, first of all. And just watching, like, before the governments interfere, and I guarantee you this will all change in a week. Yeah. But before anyone really knew what was up, real people got to talk to real people.
Yeah.
In different languages. And it was so cool to see all these Americans learning Mandarin.
Cute.
And then all of these, like, folks from China, like, teaching them Mandarin, but also, like, they wanted to interact with, like, North American content because they really don't get a chance to on social. And so it was, like, adorable to see all of these different, and, like, I've made friends on that app now, like, from, like, the UK and, like, you know, America, Australia, China. I speak more Mandarin now than I ever have been able to because they have such friendly like English, cute. Like, Mandarin teachers on there. But it's really funny because when you download the app, it's literally, like, you have to look for it. It's all listed in, like, Chinese, like, you know, like, every like when I say Chinese, like, Mandarin, Cantonese, it's in script. Let's put it that way.
You can say that. You can say Chinese.
Can I say Chinese?
Yeah.
Okay, like written Chinese. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's all Chinese to me. Literally on this top it is. What brings me to my point? Okay, first of all, I'm going to show Krista the second thing on my phone unsolicitedly today. Actually, no, my doodle pic to you was solicited though.
Oh, it was solicited.
Yeah. So
I gave consent.
So first of all, now they're actually calling it Red Note. It was not before.
Oh.
And then, like, look at the app itself. It's
red.
It's
red with some script characters on it.
It literally translates to the Little Red Book,
so
which,
funny.
if anyone's familiar with any history in the U.S., is like that is like the worst thing in the world to talk about if you're a commie. Then you open because actually they enforced a TikTok ban for 1 day, and then it said, thanks to the efforts of President Trump, we can offer it to you again. Do with that what you will. I'm just throwing that out there.
So
get the attention of the whole world.
So dumb.
And it would, yeah. Anyways, so you go on.
Honestly, you go on the
Little Red Book,
right? And you've got all kinds.
You
of
start
stuff.
scrolling through. It's like these great people, and
how fun.
Okay, my favorite thing about it is like on TikTok or even Instagram Reels, you will watch a 5-second clip of something.
Yeah.
Scroll through, and then the algorithm will kick in a little later.
Right.
But it kind of makes you feel mentally better that it's not actual real time. Like it's because it's tracking your eye. It's everything you give it permission to. It's tracking.
Right.
The Little Red Book, because I'll call it what it actually is. Like Red Note. It doesn't even fuck around lying about like how real time algorithms are. Right. The second you watch like something and it sees your eye movement, like the next swipe is like literally tailored. Like it's real time. But that's what they're all like. They don't sugarcoat it, which I don't actually hate, because it is a really stark reminder of how much Meta knows about you. And like, I know, when you give permission on your phone to access your microphone and your camera, it's not just when you're on the app.
I know,
by the way.
So creepy. They're listening to us right now doing BaKChat.
They are. Well, intentionally.
They're getting it.
But anyways, I'm not going to go down that road too much.
Like,
but
people.
I love, because like you open it up and then you see all of this and it's adorable.
Okay. And no one can see.
And then so I'm describing to Krista what's happening, but then you open the messages. And like I get messages flash up on my phone, and my friend who is Chinese, she saw it the other night at a show when I got to meet Eliza Schlesinger, actually, and fucking love her. And she was like, I didn't want to ask earlier, but like, why do you have Chinese messages flashing up on your home screen? And I was oh, it's from Red Note. And I was showing, but like the conversations on here are hilarious, because like I have no idea what was just said. But then like you respond back, and like we have this whole conversation going in like Chinese, and it just makes me laugh really hard. Was it a dumb idea to download it? Probably, because the terms that pop up, you kind of like squint at your phone a little bit and you hit where you think the OK button should be, because it's not in English.
Right. I
probably sold my soul.
Probably. In China, they're listening to us recording BaKChat right now. They definitely are.
But
they're like, who are these bitches?
The glimpse into humanity, however brief, was lovely to see people unite, like as human beings, without a political agenda.
Love it.
And that actually made me happy.
I love it. It's cute.
So that's my fake sponsor today. You look
You're
a little.
Everyone go download Red Note.
Actually, I would kind of just, you know what? Wait for it to hear Insta Reels and laugh there, because I don't know what I agreed to when I hit OK.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But I have made a lot of new friends.
There you go.
I've discovered parts of China I didn't even know existed.
It's a beautiful place.
It actually is gorgeous. Yeah. And I really like the people that I've met.
Of course. Around the world, we are all the same, really.
We are. And it was a nice reminder.
Yeah,
a 100%. Brief glimpse into like a temporary
gorgeousness of
humanity. So that is my Red Note app rant. You're welcome. And thank you in advance. And I think it's time. Oh, actually, can I say one more really fun thing?
Tell me.
Not about Red Note, though.
Okay.
I'm going to change the topic.
Okay,
completely.
tell me.
I got to hold a Juno last night.
Oh my God. I know.
A real Juno.
I know. And it was so funny, your fake acceptance speech.
Oh, true. And nobody knows about that.
I don't think you should. Yeah.
That's never will see the light
of day. We won't reveal that.
We're not actually going to reveal any details about that.
No, we won't.
But it was so cool. They had
really cool. Heavy.
It was so heavy. And I was just like, the person I went with, like, I was like, they didn't get the big deal about it. And I was like, dude, I was like, Alanis Morissette. I was like, Jan Arden, Justin Bieber, Carly Rae Jepsen, Celine Dion, Avril Lavigne. Like, they've all got one of these and held them. I'm like, it's so cool.
Crazy. Yeah, it's so wild.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I love it. Well, and speaking of the Junos, you know what's coming up is the Grammys. And I'm very excited to be hosting a little Grammys party.
Are we gonna kind of like throw a little? No, we're having your birthday party. We're gonna do karaoke. Actually, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, are we incorporating your birthday too? But
no, we're gonna do a full separate singing event for my birthday.
I love it. Do you want me to prepare any song or anything? Is there anything you would want me to sing?
Oh my God.
Because I will. You tell me and I will.
We should do a duet.
Okay.
Should we do a Gaga duet?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Did you come to my previous karaoke birthdays?
I did not. No, I've never been able to attend one.
Okay, well.
I've always wanted to.
Well, nothing I say then that will make sense. But basically, the people doing the karaoke are the same people who have done it at the Legion that I used to go to, but they don't do it there anymore. Okay. And it turns out that now they do it down the street from me at the Legion down the street. So, serendipitous. That was actually how Simon and I came together, because Simon and I both love karaoke.
I love this.
Yeah.
What do you think Simon's thoughts would be on my little red book?
Simon what?
What his thoughts would be on the little red book or red note.
Honestly, I have no idea.
I would be so fascinated to talk to him about it.
Like, we've been together for like 5 years. I've known him for like 7 before that. And I still don't know. I still don't know. He surprises me sometimes.
He's like the full of surprises in the best way.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's actually really cute right now because we're like making our wedding website because we have to send out invitations soon, which we still haven't done because we're like insane. We sent to save the date, but we haven't sent out like official invitations.
Are you okay? Are you going to mail them out or go e?
We're making a video.
Stop.
Yeah, and we're sending out a video.
I love this.
Isn't that cute?
I love this.
I know. I think it's cute too. It'll just be like a little video.
Yeah.
It'll be like, blah, 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 you know?
Blah, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah,
exactly. And, but he's been working on our website and he's like been writing this story of like how we met. And like, honestly, it's so cute. Cause like, I don't really hear this kind of thing from him that often. And he's like, I don't know. It's just like really adorable. You'll see it.
I mean, I'm already touched. Yeah.
We're both touched.
We're both touched deeply today.
We've been touched. She went there.
The idea of just like somebody deep diving into actually makes my day.
I think China is right now.
Good.
So I thought it would be fun since we're gonna do the Grammys party, and Simon actually also printed out really cute like ballots for us to decide like who we think will win in each category, and then there will be a prize for whoever gets the most right, and Grammy bingo. So I'm excited for that.
Simon is the best.
Simon is the best.
Honestly, he's so cute when he talks about you. And can we just talk for a moment? Like we talk about like loving bodies and everything like that. He is like he's looking like a fit little dad snack right now.
I know. He's been working on it.
Like I've never objectified your fiance
as much
like
as
I did at Halloween.
Well,
because he was dressed as like an angel with he had like a sleeveless tank on.
Yeah.
And his arms, like everything. I was like, Simon, like the fact that like you've got 2 kids now, I'm like,
Simon, do you want to see my dick?
I'm like, you're a literal DILF. You put the D in DILF. Well, I don't know now. But
he really does.
And no, I would never show your husband. Well, unless your husband asks to see it, I would never send it to him.
I would never say no.
In inappropriate context. Actually, no, I don't think I would even show him because it's very private. And
it's private and personal. It's only for us to reveal on the podcast where no one can see.
We should
coming to you soon a video version of the podcast.
Maybe this is how we can sell a Patreon subscription.
Ooh, with dick pics.
You want to see Brian's dick pic?
You got to subscribe on our Patreon. I actually am obsessed.
Me too.
Would it have to run on OnlyFans or Patreon? We don't know.
We don't care. We'll just make it happen.
We don't care. We're gonna make it happen. So fuck, what was I gonna say? Something. Anyways, he's been working out. He looks fantastic.
And Simon's amazing. Yeah.
So okay, record of the year. So I'm gonna give you some things. I'm gonna let you know, and we're gonna say who we think is gonna win.
And a quick heads up. So Chris is hosting this amazing party. I'm excited to see your mom. I fucking love your mom so much.
No, she's so excited to see
and everyone else there, and I haven't seen her in a long time. And I don't know any of the nominees. Like I don't know who's been nominated for what. So this is my first time hearing.
Oh, okay. So now we'll have our chance to kind of think about it before the day because it will be like, and like for those of you like, oh my god, the Grammys, like and having an issue with it. Honestly, like
go back to your sandwich.
Find a dick pic to look at and try to release your pelvic floor. Okay, so the first category is record of the year.
Oh, okay, record of the year. Here we go.
So I think that's like
song or record.
Record.
Oh, so it's like
That's like the
album, though.
recording, I think, of the year. Recording of the year.
Oh, okay.
Record of the year.
Okay.
So Now and Then by the Beatles, which I'm sorry, but they just shouldn't win.
Why are they even there?
Exactly,
like,
that's what I thought. Like, love them, but like, no.
Like, love them so much, but like, why
there was something about like AI being used to like take like some of John Lennon's lyrics or something to like make new
so
lyrics.
Weird.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
No. Ew. Oh.
Texas Hold'em by Beyonce.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
we'll leave it at that.
I fucking love that whole album, and I love Beyonce.
Do you love that Cowboy Carter album?
I mean, the more I dig into it, like the second half of that is a fucking slow burn.
All right.
I like it what it represents culturally.
Like she moved into country. I just honestly, for me, like Beyonce and Jay-Z are like, they're like megas. Like they're billionaires. Honestly, they probably are making more political moves behind the scene than we even know.
Oh gosh, I know. It's actually really funny. Once you're aware that billionaires are not your friends, it's funny to see it play out like behind the scenes. I guess I just like sometimes because like Taylor Swift's a billionaire as well. And
listen, when Lemonade came out, like that was a fucking Grammy-worthy album, and I don't know if she won for that, but. Anyways, if she didn't, she deserved it. But in this one, honestly, like I'm not feeling.
She didn't because Adele broke apart her Grammy and gave pieces away. When she won Adele won instead, and she gave an iconic speech to Beyonce. It was actually really beautiful.
Oh, well, fine, that's cute. I guess we'll have to do our Grammy history.
I love Beyonce, but Texas Hold'em, it's an okay song if it wins a Grammy. Although, you know what else?
Well, I'll tell you the other people, and then we'll decide who should win. So, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Love.
Not her best, but love.
It's not my favorite either. So, if she doesn't win in this category, I'll be okay with it.
Okay.
360 by Charlie XCX.
Oh.
Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish.
Oh.
Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar. From that whole fucking thing. That's obviously going to be Simon's pick. Yeah. And Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan and Fortnite by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
So that's record of the year.
All of them? I want either Sabrina, Chappell, or Taylor to win.
That's how I feel, except for minus Taylor and add Kendrick.
That's how I feel, except like minus the whole list and add Kendrick. No. Yeah, if Chappell or Sabrina won it, I would love that. However, I feel like they're nominated in more than one category.
They are not. I know, and that's the thing. I just want to see.
Out of all the songs
I want Sabrina Carpenter to win for something. If she won Album of the Year, I would be so happy.
Of all the songs you listed, though, like this, just the song, I would hope Kendrick wins this.
Kendrick. Yeah, he's nominated in a few categories as well. Yeah, so but like Fortnite, like I listened to all of these songs because I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like I wanted to like double check. Obviously, I'd heard them, but I was like, let me listen. I don't know. I feel like
Fortnite's okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Fortnite is okay. It's just you know.
I mean, she kills it live.
She's nominated in some other categories as well. So Album of the Year. This is a fun one. So New Blue Sun by Andre 3000. I don't know if you listened to any of that. It was like...
I didn't even know Andre 3000 was still around.
He's around. And he, released this album that was like flutes and like electronic music. There's like no like words.
Oh, I love it.
It's an instrumental. Okay. And it is actually quite relaxing. I don't think it should be Album of the Year, but good for him.
New Blue Sun, like S-O-N or S-U-N?
New Blue Sun, like the planet. Like
the planet.
Cowboy Carter is up.
Professional astrologist.
Like the sun, like the planet.
Okay, and Cowboy Carter.
Cowboy Carter, short and sweet. Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay.
Brat, Charlie XCX.
Okay.
Jesse Volume 4 by Jacob Collier. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, Do you?
What the fuck is that?
I have no idea, so we're going to have to look into that one. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. Chappell Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, and The Tortured Poets Department.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sorry, but Tortured Poets Department is off for me.
Have you listened to the whole thing? All 36 tracks?
That's why it's annoying. That's too many tracks. You can't win Album of the Year with 36 tracks. That's just annoying.
I know, but it's so good.
No, it's too much, Taylor.
I think out of everything that you just said to me, I do love Chappell. I fucking love Chappell Roan.
In this category, I'm rooting Sabrina or Chappell Roan. I would be happy with either of those because both of those albums were fantastic.
Like, Brat is a really good album.
Brat is a really good album, but it wasn't. I don't feel like it's like big enough for Album of the Year.
Did you see like her re-release, like, and all the like dramas behind that? Like there was one about like there's a song featuring like Lorde on it on like the Brat version, and it's about her, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, like they hate each other. And then she re-released Brat, and she called it And this was really great. It was like Brat, but it was all like remixed featuring someone in every track. And it's like Brat but completely different. It's called something like that. And it's like, and Brat is like mirrored. And she features everyone from like Billie Eilish to like Florence is in there. Like there's some really big names. And what's her name again? Oh yeah, Lorde is on one of the tracks. Lorde's on the track that actually like everybody was like,
it's a diss track.
Is this a diss?
Oh my god.
Turns out that Lorde just wasn't speaking to her because she was suffering from an eating disorder and she was going through a really hard time. And they resolved this in the song. It's really cool. Anyway, so cute. I would hope Brat won.
Really? For album of the year?
I mean, I'm
okay, babe. I mean, you put that on your ballot. I won't be putting that on mine.
I know what I'm going to choose. I know what's going to win.
What's going to win?
Well,
what do you think is going to win?
Torture Poets.
You think Torture Poets is going to win?
Taylor is like, she sucks the Grammys.
She's going to get up there like, oh my god.
No, she's actually going to.
And like pretend to be so surprised.
But she is surprised.
No, she's not,
She
Brian.
always is.
No, she's not.
She talks about this in her Reputation, Look What You Made Me Do video, okay?
Oh
at the beginning.
I'm so grateful. Okay.
But
Song of the year. So
okay, now what's the difference between record and Song of the Year? I'm confused.
This is a songwriters award, so this is
for, I love this.
Yeah. So this is more for, so that other one was for like the recording, like all of the elements, I guess. Yeah. And then this one is more for like the lyrics.
I'm excited to hear this. Side note, Kesha is releasing a documentary. Well, she has a new song out on a documentary about Diane Warren.
Oh.
And the songwriter that wrote everything from like Four Non Blondes, What's Up, all the way to like most of Christina's hits, like Aguilera. She's a prolific songwriter. And and so Kesha was given a song to sing about that she wrote about her life. And it's in this, Diane Warren is her name, is coming out soon. Warren, but Kesha's song it's beautiful. It's so good.
Okay,
anyways, continue.
Kesha's not up for any Grammys.
She will be next year.
We'll see. Is
she's in a glow up phase again.
Is she? Okay.
Like
all
she's
right.
yeah.
I mean, I did see her on Housewives, which we can talk about. I don't know if you saw that episode.
I love Kesha, by the way, in this house.
And like Kyle was like, I guess let the rumor mill start. Because like last season she was with Morgan Wade. And then this season she's like, oh my god, Morgan didn't deserve this. And I'm like, except she totally like fully knew she was on TV. It's not like people don't know they're being filmed when you're on a fucking reality TV show.
Like when there's
like if I was going to be on a reality TV, like shut the fuck up. It's so annoying when people do that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. Anyways, so Kesha was seen with Kyle. It's like they forget that like we know it's a show. Like we're not turds.
It's produced, you idiots.
So Song of the Year, a bar song, Tipsy. Do you know that one? Sean Shabuzi.
I do.
I mean, I've heard it. Not a fan. I guess it was popular.
And
Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish.
I'm like, next. Okay.
Die with a Smile.
Okay.
Listen.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
I feel like we feel the exact same. And in fact, it's almost probably boring to listen to us talk about this because we actually feel the same. I know exactly. Who else?
Well, what are you going to say?
Well, we're both going to say like we're Gaga stans.
Yeah,
but no.
We've never talked about this either. Like, I was like, Gaga, like...
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
But Bruno Mars is kind of like an understated, like, he's
very talented.
You forget he did a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
He's got so many songs out there. He's so powerful.
I just was like, okay, like, what are we doing again?
Although the music video, like, I do love a Gaga video, but she's like, you can clearly still see that she has that remaining contract with Marlboro to smoke a certain amount until that expires. And, like, she makes it so blatant in that video. Like, it's actually almost laughable.
So funny. That's hilarious.
Can we talk about, like, her new album coming out on March 6th?
Yes, I'm excited for that. I'm like, Gaga, you better fucking...
Oh, well, like, I feel like she delivered with Disease.
With the song Disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was good, but did you also be like, this is The Cure, but different?
A little bit.
Like, literally, like, like, lyrically? No. It's different, but like lyrically and Disease and The Cure.
No, I think you just drew a very interesting parallel.
I can kill your sadness, I give me all disease.
Now I want to listen to The Cure though.
If you're sad,
oh yeah. Okay, so
I haven't even listened to that song that much, but I know all the words.
The video I think is fantastic.
I haven't seen it.
People don't care for it, they say. And then
okay.
if you can look behind the scenes on her, like, there's one with her in Billboard magazine, and they're filming like, and she's in her studio talking about making Disease a song, and she's like, I wanted it to feel like you're just like, you're just on the edge of like completely losing control. Like I want it to be so fucking intense, and she's like, that's why like there's a chain sound that we made, and then like she adds that in, and then she was like, and then we've got like this guitar, and then we've got this, and she's like, and I heavily layered it, and I call myself, she's like, I would like to think like, she's like, I know like some communities call me a queen for whatever, but she's like, I think I'm like the queen of like layered harmonies, and she was like, that's intentionally like extra layered onto it. And when she explains the song and then plays it, and you're just like, this is a great song. So I'm looking forward to this album.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, and I wasn't disappointed with, you know, the last album with like, I want you to be like, I fucking loved that album.
And her song with Ariana Grande.
Wait, which one was that? Oh, yeah. On me. Yeah, no, the whole album, I loved it. I was a fan right from the start.
I'm laughing with the Cure because our resident like astrologer that visits sometimes, Becky Chadelia, him and I make up like fake words of songs all the time.
I love that.
And when the Cure came out,
like the Brian Man,
we would always Brian Man. We do it for every song, and I actually cannot remember the actual lyrics of the Cure's like song because it's just like we always sing like, I will lick inside your thighs if I can't find your trout hole. I'll slap you with my pie, and if you say you're not gay, I'm gonna suck you off anyway.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's
continuing on for Song of the Year. Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone. Good Luck, Babe. Chappell Roan. Not Like Us, Please, 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 and Texas Hold'em.
Oh, fuck off. Now we have to choose between that. If Good Luck Babe doesn't win, I'm going to burn something down.
Oh, I love Please, Please, Please. I love that song.
I actually love
But you know
Please,
what?
Please.
She doesn't need to win for me in this category.
No, I think Good Luck Babe is the best song on the list. I love Please, 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 though.
But like for writing, though, because Please, Please is pretty good. When it comes to like song writing.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
I got a fun idea, babe. That came on last night on the dance floor, and like in a heavily EDM remix thing, and
oh my god, fun.
It was so cute just to see that song. Is just like Sabrina's really united people. Chappell and Sabrina, like,
and see, I want them to win because I'm like, they're like underdogs, they're new artists, like,
yeah,
you know?
Well, I mean, Sabrina's like, she opens
she's
on the
been
Eras
around,
tour,
but
right?
yeah,
so
she's been around, but this is her big album.
She's sucking that Grammy's dick too.
Oh, yeah.
And like, she's like a Taylor right hand, so she's winning something.
She's got to win something.
I think writing wise, I would love to see Good Luck Babe win. I just like, you know,
it's pretty good.
It would make me happy.
I know, but you know what?
But
Good Luck Babe was not my favorite
too.
of all the Chappell Roan songs. I'm actually sad that nothing from the Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess ended up on the Grammys, except for the album itself, but no songs.
Yeah,
I guess they weren't popular enough. I guess
no, they weren't. Well, and even like Good Luck Babe, that's from that album too.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's a single.
I thought it was re-released. Oh, okay.
Isn't it?
I think it was OG part of the album when I first listened to it. I think it's when like there's videos of her singing it like 4 years ago.
Well, we'll have to figure it out.
I wish Red Wine Supernova was.
I love that song.
On that. Yeah. But
it's a great song. We can't have everything, I guess. Best New Artist, and this is the last one we'll do, because I have to say that I actually don't know who some of these people are.
Oh, okay.
So Benson Boone, do you know who that is?
Oh yeah, we like Benson.
Who's Benson? What does he do?
We will. You know what? We'll Google him after and have that discussion.
Sabrina Carpenter.
It's like
Doechii.
Yeah.
I don't know if you listen to Doechii.
Oh yeah.
Kruang Bin. Do you know Kruang Bin? Who's that?
I do not.
Okay, me neither.
They're not winning.
Rai? Is that actually Rai? Is that Rai?
I don't
That's
know.
not new,
I
though.
can't see
Rai? No, that's Ray. Ray?
R-A-Y-E?
Yeah.
Ray, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know who that is.
Or maybe Raya? Raya.
Chappell Roan, Shabuzi, and Teddy Swims.
I mean, if
I don't know
Chappell
who half
doesn't
those
win
people
that,
are.
I will burn something down. And I'll be in your house.
I will burn something down.
You better call the committee.
I will burn something down. Well,
I'm a firebug.
Better watch out. Anyway, that's all I'm going to share today. So
okay.
We'll find out how it went.
No. Who do you want to win now on Best New Artist?
Like I would say Chappell, or like it just depends where all the
Sabrina
chips
on
fall.
That list too?
Sabrina was on the list.
Okay.
So, and I'm a Sabrina fan right now, especially. I just really got into that album. I think we recorded an episode where I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, we did.
And I was like, who's Sabrina Carpenter? And you were like, oh my God, she opened for Taylor. And I was like, I don't like her then. Except for then I actually started listening to the album and I was like, wait, I love this. Yeah. My favorite song is Bedchem.
Oh, Bedchem's so good.
Bedchem is so good.
I love Bedchem and I love Taste.
I love Taste too.
Yeah.
And I love Good Graces.
I mean, Taste I love Good Graces. It's so cheeky.
You know the Good Graces one?
Yeah. There's so when she opened on the Eras tour, every different city, she would change the lyric to one song. I'm not going to ruin the surprise for you, but like anywhere she was, she would change the line to match the city she was in. Okay. And that became like a highlight for people. Aww. And so I'm going to let you discover. Actually, I'll send you a link. But if you've not watched it, it's super cute.
You know what's actually really upsetting is that she came to Vancouver in November and I didn't know.
And she played at the Pacific Coliseum.
I know, and I would have fucking died to go to the Pacific Coliseum. But at the time, I wasn't a fan. I didn't even know her.
Yeah, so, I know. She was, that was a great show, by the way.
Were you there? Of course you were. Why didn't you invite me? You didn't know I was a fan. I didn't even know I was a fan.
I had one ticket. Also, I love when these artists, like, they get so famous, but they still have to fulfill their tour contract. Yes. She's bigger than Peony. Oh, yeah, and definitely. I loved seeing it, though, because she's so humble and sweet. Oh, it'd be so fun. So it's really good.
We owe ourselves a concert. We haven't been to a concert together in a while.
We should treat ourselves to a concert.
Yeah. We'll have to see who's coming. Who's coming round?
Yeah, who's touring, you mean?
Yeah. Who's coming round?
It's V-Day.
Who's coming round?
Oh, V-Day or D-Day? Oh, I guess two different things. But get some D on V-Day.
Depends which way you're swinging. Oh, heavens. Oh, God. I forgot what that was connected to.
What?
Do you know where that came from?
Good Heavens?
No.
Oh, yeah, Lorraine.
No.
On Mad TV?
No.
Where did... Oh. Stop. I remember that now. That was more like a... Oh.
Oh, God. So brutal. That's all we're going to say about that.
That's all we need to talk about in this circumstance.
So...
Please.
Well, we're running out of time, but we did want to talk about a couple more things. One of them being that my Stagette is coming up.
I can't fucking wait for your Stagette.
It's going to be so fun.
I have never watched Real Housewives ever. I was shocked to find out that you're a fucking stan.
I love the Housewives.
I did not know this. Yeah. And I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
We've done this podcast for a long time. You've never even talked about it on the podcast before.
No, I don't think so.
No. And so this all came as a shock to me.
Because it's not really fun to talk about without like the other person knowing what you're talking about.
True. I thought you'd make like a drop a reference or something, but
I mean, true.
So shall we tell everyone how this is working out?
Yeah. So we're going to do a Housewives theme for my Stagette, which I honestly am so excited for. Like, and everyone's being a character. So our first night, like, yes. I think we're going to set up a confessional room, like, so we can have some talking heads.
I mean,
I hope someone makes a video after. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, I'm almost thinking like, and I don't want to ruin anything, but like, I feel like we need to actually make a professionally have a videographer come with us, actually film it in action.
Oh my God! Then, actually film us like a reality show, and then make an episode,
and then we'll have the confessional room and everything as we go.
That would be so funny.
It would be amazing.
Imagine being hired for that.
I actually know someone that, you know what? Leave it with me. I know a guy.
Someone who's just gonna come in and film us. Oh my God, I love it. And make us a video.
You will love. No, consider it done.
Oh my God,
you're welcome.
Well, here we go, everybody.
So we all had to choose a character, and so your sister is like Vanessa, Safety Marshal, as we love to call her. Yes. She put together the cutest info sheet on your Stagette and gave everyone a TLDR list of Housewife episodes that were essential to watch if you wanted to. She's optional homework, and asked us all to choose a character. Yeah. And I've never watched it before. Yeah. But knowing you were a stan, I've recently started. I'm a fan.
It's so good.
And I'll let you continue though. I just want to say Vanessa was so cute and putting these episodes
I know.
out.
She's honestly done such a good job. We were gonna do the sprinter round, but then it ended up being $1 million, which was too bad.
Yeah.
But honestly, oh man, it's just so funny too because not everybody watches. So I've been hearing everyone's different reactions. So some of my friends are like, "Oh my God, this is so funny! I can't believe I've never watched this. I'm so involved." And then other friends are like, "This is terrible." Like, I don't like this. Oh my God. They're awful to each other. I'm like, I know.
That's the best part. I'm going to be completely real. I had to slog it through the first 4 seasons of the OG Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
I almost stopped watching.
Well, you kind of almost... Like, I think what I did when I started watching Housewives was I watched the latest season first and then I went back and watched all the other seasons.
Okay.
That's what I did. Because if you start there, honestly, it is hard sometimes to go back in reality TV world and watch old things because it's just so old.
And it's like, and it's not old, like, and like it's so dated.
Yeah. But there are some really good things. It's
recently dated. That's the thing,
It's
right?
recently dated where it's like some of them, like New York, you can go back and you can watch the whole thing and you're like, what the fuck? But even just like the way that the show was filmed was different. Yeah. So it's like it's really evolved into something completely different now. You know what was really cool for me is discovering how like Jenna Leon, for example. Like I did not know that she was a Jenna Lyons.
Jenna Lyons. Jenna Leon.
Jenna Leon.
Jenna Lyons. Oh my gosh, I hate that it said like that.
Jenna Lyons.
I hate that it said like that. It's like, change the Y to an I then and get over it. Let's not like beat her on the mulberry bush here. But I did not know. I knew her work outside of Housewives. Right. I was shocked to know that she was a housewife. Brand new housewife, because this is I think season 2 of the new New York. Oh, and just to revamp the word, like Krista and I have been calling each other Trout Wives for a long time. Like she's my Trout wife, I'm her Trout wife. Yeah. In my phone, it's Trout wife. Yeah. So I just wanted to revive that while I was thinking about it. Yeah. There was no purpose. Just no purpose. Yeah. But so I'm excited for that. It's gonna be really fun, and we'll have to do we'll do like a post Stagette episode where we'll let everybody know. So people that didn't really know who to be were kind of assigned, and like Vanessa's put together a sheet and the corresponding characters, and I didn't know who to be, and so you, Krista, I think it was post recording our Christmas episode. So at some point we were hanging out somewhere, and you told me that you and Michaela and Vanessa, I think, were discussing like who should be what. Oh yeah. And I think the 3 of you unanimously said I should be Lisa Rinna. Oh yeah, because you are Lisa Rinna. I didn't know. Like I didn't even know she was a housewife. Like I've heard of her. Of course. Watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when she makes the appearance, I just want to like let you know that like of all of the housewives that I've seen, like all of this like different Salt Lake, all of them, Lisa's my favorite of all of them. She's great. I really liked her. I was honestly really sad when she left Beverly Hills. It was that's the biggest compliment that you girls could have given me, is like saying I should be Lisa. So fun. I know. I think some people might have been feeling upset when they actually went to watch the show and they're like, why did you want me to be here? But I'm like, because it's so good. Just get into it. You don't have to like the person. It's not that's not what makes it fun. Yeah. To impersonate. Like it's because they're kind of terrible. That's what makes it so fun. Oh, that's like the best. Like I'm being Meredith Marks, but it's not because I'm like obsessed with her and like want to be her. It's because like she's crazy and I love it. Like it'll just be fun. It'll be so fun to like impersonate. It'll be the best. Yeah. You know what I love too is like just the potential for like, if we're gonna go all reality TV, just the potential for like the different dynamics if you cross merge the seasons. 100%. Like who's our momager being again? Whitney Rose. Like Whitney Wild like Rose. Lisa Rinna and Whitney Rose could have like an explosion. Yeah. Or be the scariest alliance ever. Oh, it's going to be so fun. Yeah. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I love it. So we'll definitely give an update. We'll give a Trout Wife update. And speaking of an update, I want to give an update on my, journey through the sleeping realm. Oh, astral traveling. Are you talking about it's time for like in your dreams? Except for today, it's like in your nightmares. Oh yeah, let's do that one more time, and I'll add a record scratch in your nightmares. That was beautiful. So you're gonna have to do this one on the fly for me because this was a fucked up dream. I mean, I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it? Yeah. Okay. So I had this horrible dream and it's been haunting me. And it's not my first time having a dream similar to this.
But basically in the dream, I was in this kind of like barn-like setting.
Okay.
But it's like a barn with like hallways, but it's dark and there's not a lot of windows, but like there's light, but there's just like, it's like kind of like dusty and dirty like a barn.
Oh, was it like the barn from the You and I music video?
I don't remember the music video.
Oh, okay. Gaga's like in that mermaid in the aquarium and it was kind of weird.
Oh,
it's a good video.
it might be very similar to that.
Okay.
So, and like in the barn, there's like all these animals, like rare animals, and just like one of the rooms in the barn was like filled with just like tons of birds in cages, but like tiny little cages. So basically like just see, where everyone gets their eggs from.
Yeah. Your fresh quail eggs.
Not me.
If you're a fan of budgie eggs.
So brutal.
Can you imagine budgie eggs? I don't know.
You can get
so
quail
gross.
eggs though.
Yeah, I mean they're delicious.
Yeah.
Although I am allergic to whole eggs, I can't eat them anymore. But we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah. So, and then like another one was like full of like these like monkeys, like, but they were all living in just absolutely horrendous conditions. And I like worked there.
Oh, you worked there?
I worked there. And then there was other people that I was there working with, and we were all very concerned, but very scared of our like boss, which I didn't even know who the boss was at this point. Okay. Like, and then there was one exhibit that was like, it was almost like it was this man's collection of rare animals. Okay. And we were like working, like taking care of them, except for it was like terrible. Okay. Like there was tons, and he was always adding more animals to the collection. And and then one of them was like this like hippo that was like in the tiniest cage. Oh, but then it kind of turned into a part human and was like begging us to help it get out.
Weird.
It was super scary and sad, and I was so
like
upset.
A
I was like,
hippo, like a normal
hippo
hippo
but
color?
It was like, and it was almost like it was like in the human form. It was like uncomfortable in its skin. Like it was like, help me, like it was really scary. But we were like, we're gonna help you. I promise that we're gonna get you out of here.
What the fuck, Krista?
And then like we went out. I know it was terrifying. That's why I said in your nightmares. And then we were like walking down like I was like walking through the building, and I was like, listen, like you just have to lay low. Like, we're gonna get you out of here. Like I don't know how, but we're gonna make it work. And then this
the hippo person.
With the hippo person. And then this like prehistoric creature came like running down the hall, and it was almost kind of like a dog in its demeanor, but it was like a reptilian style, kind of a very large but like short creature.
This is very vividly recalled, by the way. Yeah, recollected. If you will.
It's living rent free in my head.
What color was the lizard dog?
It was just like dark colored, like like grayish, whatever, like browny, lizardy. Like lizardy. And it was like
would you say
it was like talking.
Would you say it reminded you of like Joanna from The Rescuers Down Under?
Kind of, but like more friendly looking.
Okay.
And it had this like big nostril on one side. Oh. And it was like nose, like kept saying nose.
What?
And
what?
Okay. It was really weird. And then we were like, oh my God, like it has an infection. But we were like, holy shit, this creature is like the only one left of its kind on the entire earth, and it has a fucking nose infection. And then this creepy, terrifying boss that like I knew existed but hadn't seen yet comes into the picture, and he's like this terrifying, kind of like Mad Max style, scary, Mad Max? Yeah. Like kind of like that, like in this like kind of creepy, like really post-apocalyptic rock and roll kind of like outfit with like this terrible mask and like a horrendous face with like this huge, like scary kind of like snakish hair.
Terrifying.
It was really scary, and we were all terrified of him. And then he like goes to let this like prehistoric creature into this like other place that was like kind of like a very dusty outdoor-ish type barn area. And we were like, you can't let him out there. Like his nose is infected. It's going to like get worse. And he like literally just looks at us all. There was like 5 of us at this point. And then he like goes into this place and locks the door with him on the other side. And then we just heard him basically like beating the shit out of this prehistoric creature. And it was like making these horrible noises. And then I'm on like the other side, but then like also I started like making out with one of the other employees as like a way to like try to keep myself safe. Like with this like man employee that was there, like it felt like that style of thing where I was like, oh my God, like, cause we were all so scared. Yeah. So I was like kind of like making a connection with this guy to like try to like, cause he was like this big bigger guy, and I was feeling very like vulnerable, I guess.
Did he remind you of the hippo guy?
Well, the hippo was kind of a girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She kind of had like short hair for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay.
And then I woke up. And I was like, what the fuck?
That is like, what the fuck? That's probably like, that's gonna haunt my dreams.
Yeah.
Like, literally will haunt my dreams.
Yeah. There was like an elephant in a cage too. Like, just really scary, horrible things.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, you need to rewatch the You and I music video.
I will.
Because I think the barn and the exhibit, literally,
sounds
I feel like
oh my
the
God.
setting
It's funny
is
because
there.
I don't feel like I've seen it. So maybe
You're actually going to kind of love it. Actually, no, now that I think about it, if you haven't seen the Disease video by Gaga either, but I'm pretty sure now I'm making a connection in my head. I'm pretty sure the creepy character that she's playing in Cornfield at the beginning of You and I is the same one that like
oh my God.
kills her in the Disease video.
Oh my God.
It's like she kills herself, but like with the car, but it's like she plays everything.
Oh my God, it's scary.
It's actually a real scary video.
Okay, I have to pee, and then we're gonna do the thing.
Oh, you know what? Go drain your lizard. Go leak your labia. All right, so thanks to the magic of post-production, it's like you weren't even gone for a hot minute.
That's right.
I love that.
It's as if I didn't even leak my labia.
It didn't even leak your labia.
I was like, it's not. No.
It's not
correct,
anatomically correct.
It's fine.
But it's like when I say drain my lizard,
exactly.
It's not actually like
Well,
draining the lizard because it's.
I mean, I have seen it. I'm just kidding.
You're like, yeah, it kind of is a reptile, but I wouldn't say lizard. No.
It's more like that prehistoric creature.
Okay.
I'm just we're stopping. We're immediately stopping.
Okay. So, I had time to look up key elements of this, all right?
Okay.
So, to break this fucking dystopian nightmare.
Yeah.
It was a dystopian nightmare is what you had with like a side of ethical collapse.
Okay.
Yeah. So you start off in the barn. This is a super important setting. It's less of a barn, more like a trauma maze. It sounds like to me.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's like the You and I barn, and that's not a farm. That's like kind of like a PETA expose waiting to happen.
Literally.
Yeah. Like it was like it was creepy, and you work there.
Yeah.
Like you work at this place. So babe, that's not just a job. Okay? It's a human rights violation with a paycheck is what happened. That's what fucking happened. And then you've got the animals in the tiny cages. Now this is very symbolic. Like the birds, the monkeys, the hippo.
Oh, I know.
Oh gosh. Like, and they're all crammed in these small spaces. And this person running it is some unseen like overlord of animal abuse. So and you don't know them, you just fear them.
Yeah.
Which is classic.
Yeah, totally.
Because billionaires are my friends.
Familiar.
But then the fucking hippo that's also a man or a woman.
Yes.
Yeah. That's essentially your brain saying, like, what if like the island of like Dr. Moreau and an existential crisis had a baby? And then the hippo is not just in a cage, it's like begging. It's been begging, and like you're literally dreaming about rescuing, I think, a part of yourself from captivity is what's happening there. And
good insight.
But what's actually locked up inside of you, like what is, I think we need to think about, like, what is your inner hippo human hybrid, screaming for?
Right.
Like validation.
True.
A better skincare routine, maybe, judging by what I heard. I don't know.
It could be so many things.
But I think we need to keep that into. I didn't even think about the hippo with hair. Did it have hair?
It had hair. It had short hair.
My good lord. Okay.
Short hair.
And then so as if this isn't a fucking fever dream enough. The prehistoric. The fucking prehistoric lizard dog with a sinus infection.
It's so weird. Like, what the hell? I know.
How it just muttered and just repeated, like, nose.
Yeah.
Nose. Which I think, like, that was amazing, dialogue from your subconscious. Such variety.
What does the nose represent?
Well, I think I think, honestly, it's like, it's kind of like some extinct wisdom is trying to tell you something.
Right.
Honestly, like with the nose, especially. And instead of like listening to it more, though, everyone's like, "Ew, it's sick." Which is essentially what happened here. And then you fucking make out with a guy to save yourself. And this, like, ma'am, like, take a seat, babe. Like,
here comes the tea.
The fucking Titanic is sinking out here. Like, tactically, like essentially fucking your way to survival. And like,
I mean, it sounds like something I would do.
And I say this with love and no judgment. And because sometimes you have to seduce yourself through the hard times.
True.
We've been there.
True.
We've both been there.
Yeah.
But I think this might be adding, like, just another layer of, like, what the actual fucking Freud is going on here. Tied up with, like, this zoo situation. I just love that, like, you don't think it could get worse. Yeah. And then the scary tycoon appears. And on that, like, Mad Max villain in full post-apocalyptic, like, you know, regalia, if you will. It's terrifying. And, like, Masked is, I don't know, possibly, it's, like, monologuing. And what does he do? He murders the last fucking surviving lizard dog thing of its kind.
Yeah.
Very, he, like, obliterates it.
Aggressively.
In a horrific way.
Like, because we're like, don't let it out. It has a sinus infection. And then he's like, literally laughs at us and goes into this place with it and like locks us all out.
And then you're trying to fuck your way to freedom.
Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so I think, I think this dream is actually for real. Like, it's screaming about like power,
right,
oppression, and moral compromise. I think you're trapped in a system you don't necessarily agree with,
right?
Which seems to be a trend with us,
right? True.
Like,
we often feel that way.
You know, like capitalism.
Yeah.
You feel obligated to save something vulnerable, but you don't know how.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't even know what that is.
Totally.
Right now, like for real.
I'm gonna have to like do some more. Well, I'll have to do some more dreaming.
But you're playing along to survive.
Right.
So that's really important because like, you know, literally, like, making out with a man to avoid ending up like the lizard dog.
Yeah.
Is, and in the end, like...
That's just good skills.
And in the end, though, the thing that needed saving the most got wiped out.
Right.
Which is, I think, like, painfully symbolic.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, subconsciously, like, you may be feeling morally conflicted about something, but you're forced to play the game to survive right now. But the question is, like, in this scenario,
right?
Are you the actual worker here? Are you the hippo or the lizard dog? For real.
Or am I all of those things? Or am I the one murdering the lizard dog?
Yeah. Exactly.
It could be so many things.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's just like, you know, you're doing something to help something survive, and you're feeling conflicted about it. So I don't know. Either way, I think it's like my professional dreamologist opinion, babe, is fucking quit the nightmare game and burn that fucking barn to the ground.
Down she goes.
Seriously,
but
like,
right? I know, it
like,
was scary.
When it comes to the barn, you need to do what Brian's going to do if Chappell doesn't win a Grammy.
True, we'll both have something to burn.
Torch that bitch. So whatever was happening here, like, overall systemically, fucking burn the barn.
Yeah,
that's what you need to do.
Burn the barn.
As
Put
a
all the animals
professional
in it.
Dreamologist.
Release all the animals in it and then burn the barn.
I don't know if they need to be released necessarily because we're not sure who is what here.
True.
Maybe they all gotta go.
Oh,
maybe everything goes.
Even the prehistoric creature?
Even the guy you made out with.
He's going down too. Honestly, that's actually, there's two reoccurring themes for me here. One is using sexuality to escape something. So that's a big one for me.
That was a big cue from me hearing you talk about this.
Yeah. Like
okay. I love, okay.
Right? So that's a recurring theme.
And then what's the
I'll
second one?
often be in situations that are scary and then I have to like pretend to like somebody to like get out of it or secure my safety. And then another recurring theme for me is animals trapped in cages.
Okay.
That I don't appreciate.
Okay.
The context of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the confinement of it.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, so honestly, given that theme now, like caged animals generally like scream moral conflict.
Right. Okay. I'm writing it down.
Oh, I love this. I love that you're
Moral
writing
conflict.
this down. So you're feeling forced to comply with something.
Right.
Or like morally.
Yeah.
You're conflicted about compliance, but you need to do it. Whether it's like a job or like sometimes a relationship or it's like societal expectations.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like and the fact that the boss had a mask on.
Right.
Your boss here, like I actually think it's like it could be like authority you don't fully understand, but you're scared of it anyways. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally.
Okay. I was like, or if I had too much toddy juice.
Toddy juice. We're calling it toddy juice
TJ,
now.
if that.
TJ.
Yeah, TJ.
Do you have a TJ?
Wait till you see what I'm sending you home to Simon with.
Oh my
in
god.
it in.
He's gonna laugh.
With
oh my
it
god,
in
I can't
it
wait.
in.
With it in it.
Oh, here, drink more of your toddy, by the way.
I can't. I literally can't. I'm toddied out. I'm hot toddied out.
You're hot toddied out. Okay.
Do you ever get like that?
I actually do. It's a lot too. Like it's a lot of
That
flavor.
was a big cup.
It's a lot
That was
of
like
flavor.
it was a lot of flavor.
It's too much flavor. Yeah,
it's a lot of
I
flavor.
made you too big of one.
I mean,
but
I tried.
I like to make it extra hydrating though, so that you drink a lot of liquid with it.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Speaking of staying hydrated,
I love me some good hydration.
Me too. Electrolytes.
Oh, and electrolytes kind of that last part, like electronics and lights, and sometimes they'll twinkle, and then sometimes you look up and realize that like
it's in the stars, baby. This is going to be short and sweet, and by short and well, you know what, and maybe so will this experience.
Exactly, and you know why it might be short and sweet, because we got shit to do.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
And also, like, we put in a lot of work for Valentine's Day, including
like
I literally showed Krista my dick.
Tit conversation.
We talked about how great her tits are.
Patreon.
We talked about starting an BaKChat OnlyFans, essentially.
We would make a killing.
Oh my gosh,
we would make
if
a
we did
killing.
The podcast like just. I wonder if people do that. They have to. This is not a novel idea.
I know people are insane.
Podcasts naked. Diddling their producers.
You can do anything naked, and it's somehow
that's true.
Now a thing. So,
but yeah. So if this is shorter than like you would like, it's because like you got to put in a little work. What did you call? We're pillow princesses.
We're pillow princesses today when it comes to It's in the Stars. But so we're gonna do a quick off the top of the node. And why don't we go take turns? Yeah. So
take your own
dick pic.
You do
Aries, I'll do Taurus, blah blah blah.
Okay, and what is the theme here?
So our theme is.
I hope you can hear this. Actually, this shirt is actually extra awful.
So loud.
It's so bad. Like it's actually so bad.
We should have switched chairs.
I feel like you can hear it really bad. I'm gonna have to. I'm like, this is not the time or the place, Brian. Yeah, get your shit together.
So, the perfect Valentine's Day date.
Okay.
For the sign.
The perfect Valentine's Day date for the sign.
So, Aries, you can start with.
Let's lead in with Aries. Honestly, Aries is going to want to go to like, an equivalent of like Ask for Luigi or like a restaurant, like a high end but like low key restaurant. So like on commercial or something. You know what? Published on Maine would be the perfect place to take your Aries for Valentine's. It's a Michelin star, but it just looks like you would never know, because it looks like just a high-end pub on the inside.
I love that.
It's a Maine.
That's good. Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
I know. I just like it. Just really struck me.
Yeah. Well, it's striking us now, isn't it?
It's really. When the inspiration hits, you just roll with it, honey.
You just roll. For Taurus, I feel that the best way to kind of woo their pants off is to keep them home, but with really nice takeout. Like not just like sushi, but like from a nice restaurant, but bring it home. have like the chocolate covered strawberries, like have the chocolate cake, have the candles, have the blanket, and watch a really good show. That's a perfect date for a Taurus.
I
Valentine's
completely
Day.
agree. Now, are we like what? Are we burning candles like for a Taurian?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind? Is there a scent in mind? And what?
Some kind of like bougie candle, I think.
Ooh, okay. They had one. I was at like Harry Rosen the other day, just browsing. Actually, they've got if you want to get your Libra a really nice Valentine's Day gift. Oh. I'm so obsessed with like Creed has like a limited edition Cento right now, and it's like called Absolute Eventus, and there's only so much of it out there, and it smells so fucking good. I have stopped by there more than one time just to smell it because I can't get enough of it.
And you haven't bought it?
No, and I'm actually 99% sure it's what Taylor Swift's mom wears.
It's what?
What Taylor Swift's mom wears.
Oh,
a man's like clone. She smells like it. I like yeah, like because scents stay with you,
yeah,
and I'm like, anyways, I love it. That had nothing to do with. Oh, Harry Rosen had a candle called "Fucking Fabulous." That was the scent of it. I was like, that's cute.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, so maybe that's the Taurus scent.
Maybe.
Yeah. What do we got up next on this little wheel? Gemini. Oh, I think you know what. I'm always so stereotypical with Geminis. I'm like, well, Geminis can go one of two ways. But legit,
it's true.
They're either going to want to make, and they want to make it themselves. So they're not getting treated to this. Gemini is going to want to cook you something. It's not going to be as bougie and home based as a Taurian date would be, but they want to cook it. That's their date, is to cook you something that they make. But at night, it's like,
cute.
But it might be like, it could be a simple thing, but it'll also be yummy.
Yeah.
And meaningful to them.
Cute.
Now, the flip side of that is take them to a rave.
Because they don't even celebrate Valentine's Day. Take them to take them to like I Hate Cupid
where they burn an effigy of a Cupid.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. There's a lot of burning going on. Okay, Cancer. I think Cancer really wants to like be surprised because Cancer has a hard time like letting go of like control.
Coming out of the shell of you.
Yeah. And I think like it's nice to surprise a Cancer with a date. Like, surprise, I've made you a meal, or surprise, I've like I'm taking you to this like restaurant, or like whatever.
So
that would be meaningful, I think, for a Cancer.
Yeah,
a surprise. Give them a surprise.
Yeah.
Or like, surprise, you just got home, but guess who's not?
Oh.
The kids.
I love that. Yeah.
And they're like, oh my God, I just got home from work. And they're like, babe, I drew you a bath.
Oh,
Go hop in. I'm just chopping some whatever for our delicious thing I'm making. Here's a glass of wine.
Like, knock,
Cancer.
knock. Who's
Cancer
there?
like
No underwear.
Exactly.
That's him.
Leo. You're on Leo.
Okay, Leo. Clearly, Leo is going to want to probably have a group celebration for Valentine's and treat it like their birthday.
Oh, true.
Somehow. But also, like, include everyone in it. Like, they would want to, I think Leo
like a party.
Would want to throw, like, a party that's centered for their relationship, but, like, invite everyone to participate in it somehow in a meaningful way to make everyone feel included.
Lovers.
But also, like, just, like, coordinate a group of people to kind of flex the Leo ability of, like, having a lot of friends and gathering folks.
True. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I love this. I love this. I'm, like, trying to look at your list, by the way, because you've got all the signs written out, and I fucking forget them every time.
Well, your next one is Libra.
Libra. So you tell me, Miss Aqua.
Well, I'm on Virgo right now.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to do Virgo.
No,
hold on. Here's what we need to do. Well, yeah, you have to do Aquarius and I'll do Libra for sure.
Okay.
Do you want to do Virgo?
Let's both do Virgo.
Okay, let's both do Virgo.
Okay, I love that.
So, we're so chaotic. I feel like Virgo, like, wants to, like, go do something, like, maybe, like, go to the spa, like a sauna and a cold dip, like, go do something for the body.
I could not agree more. Yeah, especially like one of those little pop-up sauna things you see all over the place.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like you know where you should take your Virgo for Valentine's Day? Circle Wellness. That's where you should take.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, that's where you should take your Virgo.
They're building one by me here.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's like I'm pretty sure there's one coming here.
Oh shit.
And there's another one. Like when you walk by BC Place, like by the Terry Fox statue, there used to be like an old aquarium store there, like this random one, and now it's turning into one of those too.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like they're popping up everywhere.
Yeah. Well, they're fantastic, and I think that the Virgo would enjoy that.
1000%. And then you need to also pair it with like a post experience that involves like some very like high-end like
nourishing.
Exotic juice. Yeah, like a nourishing, like it has to be nourishing.
Totally, it has to be nourishing.
Yeah, squeezed with like a little mink oil on it or something.
Totally, and like some kind of like raw vegan like chocolates.
Yeah. Oh, I kind of want sushi now.
Me too.
Be good.
Yeah, sushi is good. Okay, Libra.
Okay, you tell me.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay, what would we do for our Libras? See, to me, I feel like Libra also is kind of the vibe to like want to maybe do something, like maybe even a double date.
Oh,
like take your
cute.
Libra. Like I think Libra would really love to like go out to a restaurant and be like, oh my god, my best friend and her boyfriend is there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like it's like, oh my god, a surprise double date, and that's like your, and then so it's like the four of you get to have like a little romantic dinner, but you also get to be with your best friend, but you also get to be with like your guy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the Libra.
Okay, that is so cute, and
right?
you are bang on. I just realized though that like what I said for Leo is also going to be true for Aquarius, because I'm like or like taking a date with them to like your birthday that we're celebrating on February 14th.
Oh, totally.
To a karaoke night.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I love.
But we're not at Aquarius yet.
No, but when we get there, like also like so
no, but when we get there.
But a Libra would want to bring their date to that.
Oh, totally.
Like that's how a Libra
like
would want to celebrate
party.
Valentine's.
Yeah, totally. 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh, like let's have an after party
like,
after our
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
It's cute.
That's why we're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. Spread
it's
the love.
so cute.
And then your cheeks.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Scorpio. You're on Scorpio.
Okay, Scorpio wants they want to come home to like two things. They want to see some roses, probably a high-end pasta meal, and the third that you've been talking about trying in your relationship for a long time.
Ooh, with pasta.
On them. That they eat the pasta off of them. And then
here we go, everybody.
Yeah, and then you all just, kind of
canoodle.
Let's just say canoodle. Cadoodle.
Just cadoodle.
But yeah, they want them blindfolded and naked the whole time.
I like that.
And maybe filmed. Like that they would want a little post gift mailed to them anonymously. Like,
yeah.
And like with like the letter like that says addresses to them, they want it to be like cut out of magazines like a serial killer would send.
That's very Scorpio. I like it. Okay, Sagittarius. I feel like Sagittarius would kind of almost not really care about this holiday, but does care about like spending time. So like if you want to really woo your Sagittarius, because I actually think the Sagittarius might not even really care that much, even if you don't want to celebrate it, but to really be like, no, like I want to be cute about it, like bring them some flowers and they're not expecting it. And then also, what else do they need? Maybe like, honestly, like a little Prezi I think would be nice.
Okay, now what kind of Prezi though? Like, are we talking, I think jewelry comes
I was
to
kind
mind.
of thinking a bit of jewelry like would really shock them. That would be shocking.
Oh yeah.
Like they would be like shocked.
They would be, because like that's a brave move to buy a Sagittarius
bold and brave.
Something to wear.
Yeah,
because they know what to do already.
It's bold and brave.
Yeah.
And I think they would be so turned on that you might get lucky.
That is kind of a turn on.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
They'd be like, "What?"
Ooh, yeah. You want to get your Sag wet?
Yeah.
You surprise them
with
the jewelry.
Surprise them with some jewelry.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe like a nipple tassel or a cock ring. Okay, is a cock ring jewelry?
Is a nipple tassel jewelry?
I don't even know. I guess, you know what? It depends on what they're made from.
Oh my god. True.
Yeah.
14 karat gold nipple tassel. Clamp. Okay. Capricorn. Your turn. 14 karat gold cock ring.
I know. I was like 14. An 8 carat cock ring.
Oof.
Yeah. It's like, I wanted the carats to match the inches for you for Valentine's Day, so.
Here you go. Love
your 8 carat cock ring. Did diamonds go up to 8 carat? Did I say that right? I don't know a lot about carats.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, cocks, carats, whatever. We like them when they're 8 inches.
Not 8 years. Turn it off.
Shut it down. Okay,
Capricorn.
A Capricorn is going to want to see some effort. If you want to woo them, like,
absolutely,
don't make dinner at home though for them. Like, they want to be. You're gonna have to probably like. It's gonna you go all out.
You needed to have made a reservation like literally at the end of November.
You couldn't get into
like Kisa Tonto.
If you wanted to try exactly like, and it needs to be exclusive. It needs to be high end.
There's celebrities there.
You need to get them there in an exotic form of transportation that you normally wouldn't take, specifically for the night.
Yeah.
And also make sure that there's like at the restaurant, there's some kind of a recognition just for them, and that is Valentine's Day.
Totally.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, and also
that's very catty.
It's actually kind of cute if you would like give them like at the restaurant though.
Yeah.
Give them something like super tacky, like under the table in a box, like a pair of like edible underwear. And tell them that you want dessert later.
Oh my god, every Capricorn I know would be like, ew.
No, yeah, but
and hate it.
But then they would also be like, okay, like I'm putting these on just for you because we do have to have dessert.
They'd be like, you're fucking annoying because you just ruined the vibe. But like, I
might
you think
that would ruin the vibe for them? I think
it would ruin the vibe for a Cap.
Oh,
that's my hot take.
Well, I'm not taking a Capricorn out for Valentine's Day, though.
Yeah. You're like, well, never mind.
I'm gonna be
no Capricorns for me.
I'm gonna have tears streaming down my face, singing, dancing on my own.
Yeah, exactly.
At your birthday.
Yeah. You're going to have a big red handprint on the side of your face as they storm out in their like wool jacket.
Oh yeah, merino wool.
Yeah.
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 Oh, love it.
Luxury.
Luxury.
Okay, Aquarius. So you've got to do that one.
Okay, so Aqua. This is. I feel like an Aqua actually doesn't want you to plan anything for them. I feel like they're kind of like they're on to institutionalized love.
Oh.
And commercialized love. And I think the hottest thing you could do would be to probably, like, either what you're doing for your birthday, because you are an Aqua. I know that was a very easy pick.
It is in our season.
But you're very close to Leo in terms of what you would do.
Truth.
But I think the hottest thing you could do would, like, just randomly take them out to, like, a place that you know has reliably good food. Have a couple drinks, like somewhere that you could just walk in off the street.
Yeah.
And then do something cute after, like, buy, like, a heart, like a stuffed plush heart, and like light it on fire in an alley together and laugh.
Burning microplastics.
What doesn't have to be microplastics, but you know, it's to symbolize a Capricorn. An Aquarius wants to smell the stench of commercialized love on fire.
Oh my god,
that's a big turnoff for them. I think.
Guess I'm a Libra moon, so. I'm not feeling it.
It's driving me crazy. I think it's like you're not feeling that. No. Oh. Well,
it's off for me.
Off-putting.
I guess you're not taking me out either.
Really not. I'll just send you a dick pic.
Maybe that's what they need is an unsolicited dick pic.
Actually, you know what? For an Aquarius, actually put in the time for a pro photo shoot for them so that they can get they can take some tasteful but racy photos, and I'm talking not
a
just
boudoir shoot,
beyond boudoir though,
more than boudoir,
more let's think more like
a little bit porny, but not
but porny, definitely porny, but done professionally, photo shooty,
so really nice, but
quality and class,
but raw,
but you might have something inside of you.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
See, now you're talking.
See, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah. So, now we got those little Aqua nipples perked right up.
Okay, so let's do Pisces together.
Okay, should we hold hands and sing while we talk about this?
Probably. I feel like honestly, Pisces really needs you to do something sentimental.
Something
that from your first day. It's where it's hey babe, and then you do something really sentimental that they're like, oh my god, you remembered, something cute like that.
Do you know how your iPhone will randomly compile
yes.
photos and they put it to cheesy music and be over the years?
Yeah.
I feel for a Pisces, you could literally just get it to do that on your iPhone with just that person and just delete the giveaway that it was made on your iPhone.
Yeah.
And literally just give them that for Valentine's Day.
Or one up it. Make them an actual handheld album, photo album of like pictures that you printed from your iPhone. And then you put it, you can like make like a history of your relationship.
I mean, I love this.
Right.
Or buy them like one of those skylight picture frames that people seem to love.
Oh yeah.
And let it go chronologically for them. Like set it up as a surprise in the morning and they can like watch it all day. Or like they can take it to work.
That's cute.
Actually, if they're at work,
I think they like
send
the
it to
hard
work
copy.
so they could like play it. Or send them a hard copy.
Yeah. They like the hard copy.
Yeah. And then maybe like at the end of it, like have a pair of crotchless underwear in there.
Who doesn't like a pair of crotchless panties?
I mean, yeah. Or maybe edible.
Or edible.
Yeah.
Although those ones are weird.
Just make sure
the ones that are like made of like the candy that like you get on those
fruit
bracelets
roll-up.
in like a fucking like in the like loot bags from when you were a kid.
I just think fruit roll up and it always grosses me out.
Ew.
I know. As long as it's not rutabaga flavored, I'm not here to kink shame.
Yeah, I honestly like eating something off someone does not really sound good to me.
Unless you're a Scorpio.
Yeah. Yeah, which
and
I'm
it's a
not.
home cooked dinner on, the third you wanted to try in your relationship.
True.
And then, it turns from D-Day into D-Day. Double D-Day. Maybe triple.
DP Day.
Okay. DP Day.
So here we go, and thank you for listening.
Well, this has been you know what, Krista? This has been just a real treat.
It's been a treat, doll.
This has been tastier than edible panties on a Cancer's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've had some laughs.
And we've had some dreams. Some big dreams for years and nightmares. If you actually want to share anything with us, except for an unsolicited doodle pic, I regret saying this already. You can write us anytime at BaKChatPodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at BaKChatPodcast.
That's right. You did it.
Yeah.
Well, until then,
I'm Brian.
I'm Krista.
And together,
we are BaKChat.
Do, 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 do.